Hey y'all, welcome back to the Quietest Kept podcast. It's your girl Shawnti Refuge. Your favorite master certified mental health coach. I still can't talk, man. These allergies are killing me. Your favorite master certified mental health coach, reminding you that healing is hard, but staying stuck ain't cute. Now, last week we talked about emotional hoarding, all the stuff you've been carrying. This week we're going to talk about what emotional clutter is doing to your relationships. Because keeping it real, some of y'all are not just attracting people, you are attracting patterns. And I hope that this episode can help you to see that in some way. So, different face, same story. Have y'all ever been there? I know I have without realizing it. So, you know, let's call it out. You said this one feels different. And then a few months later, you're back feeling drained, confused, overthinking, and questioning yourself. And now you're like, what is it about me that keeps attracting this? And the answer that most people don't want is it's not just who you're choosing, it's what you're used to. I'm going to say that again. It's not who you're choosing, it's what you're used to. So if you're used to chaos and dysfunction, that's what you're going to go around seeking. Your mind might want peace. Of course our minds want peace. But your nervous system, it is wired for what it recognizes. So if you grew up around inconsistency, emotional unavailability, chaos, having to earn love, then guess what feels normal to you? That. So when someone shows up stable, calm, and emotionally available, you don't always feel safe. Sometimes it could look like boredom or suspicion or some type of disconnect. And then you go back to what feels like chemistry, which is all that mess that you were trying to get away from to begin with, when really it's familiarity. We tend to go to what's familiar. So let me get real specific. You might be repeating patterns like overgiving to feel chosen, ignoring red flags to avoid being alone, staying too long hoping they'll change, shrinking yourself to keep the peace, trying to fix people so you can feel needed. And then when it falls apart, you're left feeling, well, I did everything I could. And maybe you did, but you did it inside of a pattern that was never going to give you peace. Let me talk about trauma bonds real quick. Trauma bonds don't feel like trauma. So I'm going to say something that might shift everything for you. Trauma bonds feel like intensity, feels like a deep ass connection. We've been through so much together, emotional highs and lows. That push-pull dynamic, baby, that's not passion. That is instability. And your body gets addicted to trying to fix it. All right, go ahead and grab your journal. We're about to get honest again, even more honest. So, first one. What patterns do I notice in my past relationships? What do all my past connections have in common emotionally? Where have I ignored red flags just to keep something going? What feels familiar to me in relationships, even if it hurts? What would a healthy relationship actually feel like to me? These are some tough questions. I get it. But you have to be real with yourself here, because clarity breaks cycles. And until you are clear about what has been going on in your past, you're not going to ever break cycles. You're just going to keep repeating them. And we want you to break the pattern. I want you to break the pattern. I hope you want to break the pattern. So here's the shift. You don't just need new people. You need new standards, new awareness, new responses. Because if you don't change the pattern, you will meet the same person in a different body every damn time. So I want you, let's do some reframing right now. You are not bad at relationships, because a lot of us can convince ourselves that we are. You're not bad at relationships. You've just been loyal to patterns that were never designed to love you back properly. And loyalty to dysfunction will have you thinking struggle is normal. Oh, this is the way it's supposed to be. Couples are supposed to have your ups and downs, blah, blah, blah. Baby, I'm here to tell you that it is not. Struggle is not normal. Struggle in a relationship is not normal. Not constant struggle, not every week, every day. It's always something in your relationship. That is not normal. If this episode hit, I need you to do more than just sit with it. Go grab one of my guided journals. That's exactly how we start identifying and breaking these patterns. Get into a guided journal. If you need help choosing one, contact me. I will help you get the one that you need. If you're ready to stop repeating cycles for real, apply for my Stayin Stuck and Cute one-on-one coaching, or join the Audacity of a Healing Woman group coaching. And if you need a safe space to process in real time, come and join in one of my support groups on Sharewell. All of the information to my resources are in my website, ShawntiRefuge.com. And listen, next week, we're talking about emotional avoidance. Because some of y'all aren't stuck because you don't know. You're stuck because you keep avoiding what you do know. You keep turning the other cheek. You keep ignoring it. You looking at stuff through rose-colored glasses. Ask me how I know. All right, y'all. I'm going to end with this. I love y'all. I am rooting for your healing. But we're not doing cycles all 2026. I'll see you in the next episode of the Quiet as Kept podcast with Shawnti Refuge. Later, y'all.